One ecosystem, you know them. We not frightened for nobody, but we respect everybody, and we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No fear, no better than we. No kind, no better than we. Step on me one and say, one ecosystem to the world you say. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not talking. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not bag of leg chasing. Aye.
And we're live coming. Concept that is revoluting lives. It's creating a lot of excitement. It's creating a lot of things that's happening. I'm going to be your host this evening. This is my comrade and colleague and bosom buddy, Brother Noel, who will be my co-host this evening. My name is King Jayms, and we are here with One Ecosystem, a show that's giving you powerful insight, giving you conversation that you should be having at the water cooler, should be having at lunch, should just definitely be talking about. And tonight we have some exciting information we want to share with you. I'm going to give you a little insight of what happened with me today and how my day played off. And Brother Noel, could you say that today has been exciting?
Today has been exciting. Good evening, wherever you are in the world of finance, in the world of cryptocurrency. This is Brother Noel, Emmanuel, Jack, and I'm excited to be here with you all today. With King Jayms, we're just bringing you information, revolutionary information, life-changing information, information to cause you to position yourself, participate with us in our one ecosystem in creating wealth, digital, gold, finance. We are living in such a terrible world right now, a world of crisis, but yet still a world of opportunity. And we want to show you, we want to educate you as to the times that we're living in, uncertain times, but it's a time of great opportunity. So pull up a chair, call a friend, tell a neighbor we are on Gael, the Caribbean 2021 and beyond. Life-changing information. So get on board with us. Yes?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, today's conversation go any and many different ways. I mean, I want to talk about the Prime Minister, and unfortunately he contracted COVID.
Yes.
I don't know how he's wearing his mask all the time, so that gives me a spin on the mask concept, but I wouldn't go down that road here this evening. Yes. I want to really just really talk about things that should be spoken about, but it's not being spoken about. And I had a very interesting day. If you see me looking sharp this evening, it's because I had a chance to go to the barbershop. And I go to a barbershop. Let me shout out to my barber, Buju from Buju Saloon in Chaguanas. So I visit Buju Barbershop, and we had some good conversation inside the barbershop today. In that barbershop, we had a real eye-opening conversation about the world of crypto. Now, what's exciting or what's funny, what's sad, I don't know how you want to deem the conversation, is that we have been speaking and talking about the world of crypto since 2016 when I got started. Now, Buju has like a pinky toe in. He's in, but he's not fully in. But the surrounding barbers have been hearing the conversation. And because I know for sure the only time they ever heard the word cryptocurrency and blockchain is when I brought it to the shop in 2016. Now today, the way they're conversating about it as if it is a normal conversation to have, I was only smiling on the inside.
King,
yes.
What is a pinky toe? First time I'm hearing that one, a pinky toe.
Well, that's just small toe on your foot, brother. That's a small toe on your foot. So just how you have your pinky finger, you have your pinky toe, your smallest toe on your foot. So that's what he has inside. And most people, they have that pinky toe concept of cryptocurrency, meaning they just have a little bit. They don't know that they don't know. And what we want to do with this show, friends, we want to give you hope. We want to share reality with you, and we want to share an everyday conversation that is not happening amongst us, but is happening amongst the elite. And there's no reason why it can't happen amongst us. The conversation today in the barbershop, it went in so many different directions. And it was so enlightening at the same time. I think that we want to bring that same conversation here. I want to, because, I mean, we throw out different names. I mean, we throw out the names like the Rothschild. We throw out the names of the Rockefellers of we spoke about the central bank. We spoke about who is behind the central bank. If there's a central bank in a country, 99.999%, the government do not own that central bank. Exactly. Who is behind and who owns the central bank? These are the type of conversations we're having in the barbershop. And one of the biggest part of the conversations that we had today was about cryptocurrency and regulation. They were speaking about what's to say that we cannot ban the cryptocurrency. I said, by all means, they could ban it. It's unlikely. 12, 13 years in the game, they attempted to ban and dispute, and they said all type of negative things about the Bitcoin and the concept of, but here we are, 13 years into the industry, and it still exists, and it's only growing. It's not getting smaller. So I enlightened them about the dot-com era, about the dot-com boom, and how we have a crypto boom, and we could have a crypto doom, the same concept, but only based on regulations, which we want with our one ecosystem. And I want to touch on that. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how this whole barbershop conversation happened, because one of the young men in the shop, I mean, he's very knowledgeable. And it's hurtful that he has so much knowledge, but it's not being applied. It's only being applied by conversation. And friends, if you have that type of knowledge, if you're one of those persons that, according to Cliff, you have one of those Woodford Square universities where you go on Woodford Square and you talk all the philosophy in the world. You have all the right, sensible decisions and solutions that's necessary for the country, but you do absolutely nothing about it. We are here this evening to tell you about a company, a concept, a people that is doing something, and not just with talk. Pure action. Pure action, Brother Noel.
Exactly. And you know, if you have to ban cryptocurrency, you will have to ban the bank. Trust me. Because the banks and all the major corporations across the world, the major university, startup tech companies, high-tech companies, transportation, they're all involved in some way, some fashion or form, cryptocurrency, digital currencies, virtual currencies,
yes,
and most importantly, the blockchain technology, because once you have cryptocurrency existing, cryptocurrency cannot exist without blockchain.
And I did not go down that road.
Blockchain.
And I saved something. You see, today I let them talk a lot in the barbershop, but some things I just held back. I didn't dive into the depths of it.
Okay.
I gave them a lot of things to think about, you know, that could have triggered some thoughts. But the next time I visit, I'm going to definitely speak to them about blockchain technology and the solution it brings.
Correct.
And the excitement of it, and how it cannot just be, oh, we come out and we ban crypto and this is the one that you have to accept. No, it don't work like this. And this is the reason why you need to participate in understanding and learning. So you can just decide, I'm going to rise up. Let me step forward. Let me not sit back and allow what has been happening year after year of my life to continue happening, where I am not involved in creating change. I was listening to a song today, I think in the newsletter that we have for the One Ecosystem. I have the luxury of sometimes writing a column, and I think the column I'm going to write this newsletter coming is Change is Going to Come. I was listening to that soundtrack by Sam Cooke today, and change is going to come. And the way it's going to come is because we create that change. And I think that is so relevant to be said. People want change, but they don't want to be that change. It don't work, friends. If you're not willing to be the change you want to see, forget about it. Stop talking. People who talk without any action, not serious. We are saying we are committed to the action that we are part of, which is bringing pure, unadulterated reasoning, education, no hiding, directly to you. Imagine in the barbershop, we was having a conversation, and he attempted to try to justify the lie that money started on. The fiat money that we know today. And I try to tell him, bro, no matter how you dance it, how you preach it, it is a lie. Don't try to say it is what they had to do or is what the people accept. No, the people didn't just accept it. The people was fooled and tricked. And 700 plus years from then, we have continued to be duped to the understanding. And I think when we come back, because I know we'll be going on break shortly, I think when we come back from break, I want to dive into that a little bit. I want to dive into the origin of the bank. I want to dive into how they were able to brainwash the society. I want to dive into how the trust just continued to be built upon the banking system when the trust was originally between the people. I want to dive into that type of information.
We're bringing back that trust.
Yeah, we're bringing back that trust. That is what blockchain technology is doing. It is about bringing trust to the market. And that's why you have to join us and understand that beyond 2021, there's life. People act as 2022 is not going to be here. It's going to come. 2030 is going to come. So I was telling the barber today, I said, bro, you have heard me and people who have been around or you have witnessed speak about this coin, speak about this concept, and you're taking it lightly. I said, we did not have the conversation about Bitcoin in 2008, 2009. And even if we did, we didn't have understanding. When I got started in this in 2016, nobody properly educated me, even though they were selling education about the Bitcoin concept. The Bitcoin was under $500 for one, Brother Noel. And because I didn't have no knowledge, no understanding, and I didn't know I needed to acquire the coin, instead of fighting the concept of the Bitcoin, I didn't get any. Today, Mr. Bitcoin, because you have to address it as Mr. Bitcoin, is over $50,000 today. Last time I checked was 56 to be exact. So I'm watching this and I'm saying to myself, that was from 2008 to where we are in 2021. What would the one ecosystem and what we have to offer look like in 2030? Now that is what we're going to come back with. We're going to come back with the banking sector, what we are going to look like in 2030, and help you understand that time is of the essence, and your time is now, not later, but right now. See you back in just a few moments after these messages. One's out. Do you know? What am I speaking about? Do you know what is cryptocurrency? Do you know what is blockchain technology? Are you aware of what we currently face on a regular basis with quantitative easing, fractional reserve lending? Do you know? I am inviting you to come out of the financial darkness and into financial light. The only way for us to achieve that is with education. And one particular type of education is what I'm speaking about. I'm asking you to join the One Academy. It is a financial revolution of teaching regarding introduction to finance, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, helping you understand the world of money and what is money. What is money? Money is simple. It is what we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. If you want full comprehension, join the One Academy.
Welcome to the Antediluvian Nature Center of Life Extension and Health Recovery. Coming from the Garden of Eden, the Antediluvian Nature Center brings to you breakthrough medicines and anti-aging technologies for all ailments and diseases in the body, nutritional therapies, naturopathic treatments, as we create opportunities of hope and celebrate longevity. And remember, the healing is from God.
Good day all, my name is King James, part of the One Life Network Caribbean team. If you have no knowledge of what is cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, I'm inviting you to get started with this concept. It is $1,610 TT dollars for you to participate in a financial curriculum that will help shape your world and your future, but better and greater than that. In our curriculum, there's no school that teaches our children about finance. This is a unique opportunity for you to get involved in practical and theory. You need the best of both worlds. The theory we offer allows you to participate in the practical. Position yourself strategically. Get a starter package from one of your local IMAs, somewhere near to you, some cousin, friend, uncle, some loved one. Do not hold back yourself from getting started with our organization. One life for more life. One academy. Join the financial revolution. Yes, indeed, we are right back at you, and we want to just jump straight into an exciting topic, a topic that could be controversial if you don't really have the full history behind what I'm saying. You might think that is abrasive. You might find that you're not sure. It's something you need to Google, you need to look at, and hear what? It's okay. You can do such. But let me enlighten you about something that I didn't know about. I learned this information, and I was flabbergasted when I found out the truth about fiat currency and the origin. Now, I'm not going to go all the way to give you where the word definition of the word bank start from, which started off of Italy, from people being on the banks of the oceans and things of that nature, because I have a little bit of information. I don't know a lot, but I know a little bit. And when I think about it, Brother Noel,
yeah,
and I look and I watch the documentaries and all the information that helped me understand the sector of the financial institutions that we are part of today, originally, before the transition, because it was a transition that occurred, people used to want to store their gold. Mm-hmm. And what they used to do is take their gold to goldsmiths, but they wasn't called goldsmiths at the time, but they was taking their gold to different persons who would have decided to hold the gold in safekeeping for them. Now, what happened is, they went to go and retrieve their gold, but instead of giving them their gold, they started to write promissory notes that I am holding this for you, and you can utilize this note at another location to acquire what you want. And that was the birth of paper money. Now, I'm saying the story short because if I'm going to talk to you about this in depth, I'll be speaking for the entire hour, and Brother Noel wouldn't even have a chance to say another word, because that's how long-winded the story is, because the history of this concept is very rich. The history of transition of money, the evolution of money, I should say, has been happening since Adam was a little boy. I'm talking about from bartering to salt to shekel to wood. All this was forms of money, which was always a form of bartering, because that's what money is really all about. Me giving you something that you value for you to give me your goods or services. That's how simple it is. All right, friends? So let me continue with this story. Once the money holder realized, but wait, this one person come, I had one piece of gold, just to make things simple, right? I had one piece of gold. I was able to write a note for the one piece I'm holding, but somebody else came, I could write another note. He realized, but wait, I could write more notes than the amount of gold that I'm holding. Nobody will be none the wiser, because not everybody is going to be bringing back the note at the same time to acquire the gold that I'm holding. And that, would you believe it or not, was the birth of fiat currency. So if it started on a lie, how could it ever become the truth? This is why there's no truth in this paper currency, fiat currency, cash system. It started on a lie, and it will always be a lie. So the reason why people fell for the deceit is because the individuals, as time go along, the banking sector that was started from that concept, their trust grew. So Brother Noel and I trusted each other once upon a time, and we would have been doing business. But when they started to sprout out, and they started with their promissory notes, people started to put their trust into their promissory notes, put trust into them. Hence why we were growing up, way back in the days, our parents would have told us, save your money. Save your money in the bank. Go open up a bank account and save your money in the bank. And once upon a time, you used to get interest in saving money in the bank. You see, people need to understand that even the bank had an evolution. The more and more trust that the banking sector received from us, and when I say they receive from us, you see what happened is they would have had to benefit your grandmother before, because your grandparents and them didn't have that much amount of trust. But as the generations started to go by and our trust started to grow in the banking sector, they started to grow and then started to take advantage of the trust. So they went from allowing you to receive some pittance on saving, or let's say some good returns on saving in the bank, to now taking money from you to save money in the bank. You see the dimension? You went from getting, let's say $1, for example, to now being minus 1 cent. Minus that dollar. So you went from a positive dollar to a negative dollar. Why? Because of the trust. The trust that this sector has. Now, this is not a bashing the bank segment. This is just giving you the truth about what is happening and what has been happening. And I'm saying to you that if this is how this organization started, are you going to continue trusting in them? When there's a new concept that is willing and able to teach you how to have transparency and trust in the system, where you don't have to worry about if the gold is stored there or not. Because many people are so confused about gold that they think that gold is still backing a fiat dollar, whether it's US, euro, pound. There's no fiat currency that I'm familiar with that is one of the top leading currencies in the world that is backed by gold. None. No commodity that is backing any fiat currency, my friends. So the birth of the banking system and what I was just discussing and describing to you, it started on a lie, and that lie has been deceiving us for years. Change is going to come, but it's only going to come if you are willing to change. Would you say that?
King James, while you're talking there, tears actually come into my eyes, because when you really study this thing, the history of banking, and in the minds of men, the men who are behind these, we could call some names and so on, but we don't want to ruffle the feathers and we don't want to stir up things, right? But there are some names, what we call the people who control maybe more than 80% of the wealth of the world. The families that have so many other families connected.
The ones that's
them.
not in the news saying I'm the wealthiest, because they are.
Yes.
So the person who you think is the wealthiest, Jeff Bezos. No.
Yeah.
Jeff is small change compared to the men and women
Yes.
who are the families that control the 1%.
Yes. And so, the masses are really basically ignorant, right? And we perpetuate ignorance and call it education. Right? And so we are not being taught, educated, trained into finance. And so we are duped. We put our monies where we are told to put our monies. Excuse me, we make little investment, little money-wise investment. And so the masses are indebted to the who's who, right? We are constantly putting our monies where we are not gaining much from it. So this education that we're bringing in is really, really needed, King James.
You said something that poked me, and I think it's important to bring up, and it's so relevant. Hear this and hear this well. You spoke about investment, yes? It is sad to say, because we have no curriculum that teaches us anything about money, the investment, when a person think here or say investment, they want immediate returns, brother Noel.
Yes.
They want immediate returns. If it's not bringing immediate returns, they don't want to get involved, and they think that is business.
Yeah.
It's so sad. I mean, there's the short, there's the mid, there's the long game. In all of when it comes to investing, you have to know which one of the routes you are interested in. But it have people who are thinking, play where is investing. Lotto is investing because that's the type of returns they want, and whatever business they get involved in, they think that they need to get it back. They get involved in a business, and in 2 months, 3 months, they must make back their money. It don't work like this. If you're looking at sustainable wealth, wealth do not work on a 1 month, 2 month, 3 months return. That is not wealth you're speaking about. That may be a couple $100, that may be some riches, but it's not wealth. And what I want to discuss now is really the wealth principle that people miss, Brother Noel.
Yes.
And they don't understand that being involved with the one ecosystem is a wealth principle opportunity. Could we get some riches along the way? Absolutely. The very concept of this industry, my friends, it's going to have fortune for the brave individuals that participate early. That's natural. If I'm participating early, it is only right that I benefit more than you because I was willing to do what you were not willing to do. So it's not a question or not for you to ask me, oh, how are you benefiting? I'm benefiting by learning. I'm benefiting by positioning myself.
Yeah, and King, the truth be told, this conversation is happening. The issue now is not about whether the cryptocurrency will crash. That's not the conversation. The conversation is that cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology is moving at an exponential rate.
Yes.
This is happening. This is not going to turn back. You think of turning back the internet. You consider in your mind, okay, well, the internet is going to crash.
Like
that is
the
not going to happen.
Like the Y2K bomb.
That is not going to happen.
1999.
Similarly, the blockchain technology and the more advancing technology as it moves on, it's not going to turn back. The whole world is going digital.
Correct.
And the conversation that is being had amongst the who's who, the large corporations, the high-tech startups and so on, even those who are already long in the game, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, right? They are having this conversation and they are moving ahead. The universities are now teaching blockchain technology, right, as part of the curriculum. And more people are developing technology as we advance. So this issue of blockchain, this issue of cryptocurrency is going nowhere. What we are encouraging you to do this evening is to get the necessary education. Position yourself for God's sake, because we need to learn about finance. We need to learn about money. We need to learn money-wise investment. We need to understand the digital space, the world of cryptocurrency, and have some crypto in your financial portfolio, some
Absolutely.
crypto asset, because this is bringing about a revolutionary change. It is bringing about a financial revolution. It's bringing about what is called an advancement in technology. It's facilitating the ease of doing business. It is bringing back the peer-to-peer engagement, trust. All these systems existed before, but they became what they call old-fashioned, it's going by. And what they are simply doing this is putting this on the internet, putting these same institutions on the blockchain for allowing ease of transaction, transnational, global, borderless engagement, where there's great security. There's great security. We can actually find out those people who are involved in the trade, who are involved in the process, and allow for what they call the absence of fraud and corruption.
So we're speaking about integrity.
Yes.
So speaking about integrity, friends, let's pay some bills. Let's head to these messages, and please join us back in the next couple of minutes as we return to Beyond 2021, where hope exists for us here in this nation.
Yes.
And we are back, friends. Brother Noel was on a roll just now. He was delivering some powerful. He got real passionate about what he was sharing, and because this opportunity begins to really create passion inside of you. I remember in the barbershop I was having that conversation about the real reason why Abraham Lincoln was killed. I mean, if people go back and look at what he started with the greenbacks, you probably never heard of greenbacks, and these are the things that people have to do. They have to understand that right now, if you are part of the one ecosystem, you are part of creating, shaping, and molding history. And this time and dispensation is going to be looked back upon, and people who really stood tall are going to be admired, they're going to be applauded, they're going to be lifted up in the correct direction because they would have freed many individuals. Right now we are in heavy bondage, and people have no idea to the extent of bondage that we're in under these financial durums that is creating havoc across the world, not just now, Brother Noel, for years. And blockchain technology, I am not saying that blockchain technology is the means to end it all of corruption. Corruption is going to be here. It started in oh so long in the Garden of Eden. Is going to have corruption forever. But it can now be what? Reduced. We could have some integrity in plenty different aspects of the world. And blockchain technology, until you who are listening find a way to hack it, is on unhackable software. And people need to understand that part of the concept. They need to know that here what's happening. I don't know that I don't know, and I love to say that so much, because that's the first step in saying, I no longer want to be in denial. I am willing to get help. And the one ecosystem is saying to me that they're going to help me. Let me participate. The reason why we don't give you everything, we don't give you exactly how to get the digital wallet, we don't give you exactly what you need as far as how you could go and get involved in the crypto world, and I'm going to buy this one and recommend this one and all these different things that you may be looking for. The reason why we are giving you information but you might say is vague is because we want you to contact us. We want to hold your hand and walk you through this concept. So many people jump in head first and they damage themselves because they didn't have no one to help them. And they turn around and say, oh, that's a scam. No, friends. We are the individuals that's willing, if you are willing to work together to help you improve your lifestyle and your situation. Because our lifestyles are being improved bit by bit, in some cases in a big leap, in some cases small. But once you join this organization, improvement is there. Improvement will come, even if it's just improvement of the mind. The elevation of the mind can lead to the elevation of everything else. That is my firm belief, Brother Noel.
Yes. You know, again, today I was walking in Arima and I passed by a popular fast food outlet. And there in the car parking, there's a big sign with a big QR code. I don't know how many of you out there know what is a QR code, but it's a square with some scribbly stuff on it. But you know what they were saying there? You just scan that code, WhatsApp information come to your phone, and you're able to order your food. You know, everything is going digital. Our educational system is going digital. You see how mass amount of people, even from the Prime Minister's office, have to get on Zoom or some kind of platform for communication. What we are seeing is that the technology is advancing at such speed, with such rapidity, that you have to position yourself, because money is changing
Absolutely.
at that speed as well.
Absolutely.
And you cannot hold on to old money. Money that is dead and dying. Money that inflation is literally like a rat eating it out. So when you open your chest or get into your bank, you notice that this big amount of money that you have there could hardly purchase any goods and services.
And they don't. You see, people don't understand that, Brother Noel. They don't grasp that. We say it over and over again, and nobody really grabs that understanding. And I like to bring it home in such a way that you have to relate to it. I want to give you 2 live examples. One with the avocado, which I like so much. That's why I always use the avocado example. But the next one that I spoke about in the barbershop today, I told you I spent a lot of time in the barbershop today. And I spoke about a young lady that I know from Suriname. And this woman worked 35 plus years, Brother Noel. Retired with 60,000 US in her retirement. And she retired with the 60,000 US after working 35 years. And that very same year that she retired, Brother Noel, the SRD went from 1 US to 3 SRD to 6 SRD to 1 US. Immediately, her 60,000 became 30,000 US worth of buying power. The 35 years she worked for in her life was eaten away. Eaten away. So when you say the speed of and the loss of, we are sitting here in Trinidad and Tobago on a verge where people are saying to us, the IMF, the central bank, and the powers that be, who are saying to us that you need to devalue your currency against the US dollar, which I firmly don't believe we need to. And don't get me started on the US dollar and the criminal dollar that concept is, but that's another topic for another day that we could spend a whole show on talking about. But the devaluation that they have been speaking about is going to happen. When it's going to happen, I can't say. No government wants it to happen under their watch. So this government has been trying their longest to fight off that devaluation happening during their regime. However, they're speaking about borrowing. So if they go and they borrow money, even though they're not causing devaluation as the 10 to 1 US or the 8 to 1 US or whatever it may be, by them borrowing or going into more debt, it is creating a devaluation nonetheless, because your buying power is being lost. You are losing more and more of your buying power, because when they borrow, guess what happens? The central bank, which is a separate entity, they get to print more money to lend, and they happily. Remember, you know what's a concept that people don't think about? How the central bank makes money? By printing money. So they make money by printing money, but we lose value every time they print money. Who do you think is going to be more in business? Because who regulates them from printing the money? Who gives them the green light? Do you and I, the population, say to them, yeah, go ahead and print? I saw the new $50 color bill. That new bill, if you have seen it, means you lost some buying power. The new $1 bill, that new paper, plastic, whatever you want to call it, dollar bill, means you have lost some buying power. Sometimes people don't understand that's how simple it is. So when I give you the avocado approach, the avocado that I know growing up on the Lady Young, is watching the tree, I could see the tree from my yard, they pick this avocado, they come out on the Lady Young, their family, and they sell this avocado. This avocado tree has never moved. It has been the same avocado tree from the year 2000 that I know it till now. But the price of the avocado have increased from $5 TT dollars to Mr. Avocado at 25 and 35 TT dollars. What caused the avocado to increase in price? Don't give me no nonsense. Don't tell me what you're accustomed to telling me. The avocado never increased in price. Your buying power was decreased. You lost value in your TT dollar and your TT currency, and that is what caused you to be spending more, because there's more in circulation. And this is what people can't put together, and they can't understand it. But we live in it. We live in it, but they can't understand it. It's hurt. It hurts. It hurts so bad. And all we are seeking, friends, is to give you the courage to join a movement that is going to allow you to see a brighter future. That's going to allow you to say, I have a chance. That's going to allow you to put a plan in place that you can execute. That's going to allow you to participate in the second economy. That's going to give you a chance to get a digital wallet before you're forced to have a digital wallet. Before the bank tell you download this app and they tell you this is what you have to use, before you allow that to happen to you, you could take front. But no, maybe you're one of those happy trainees that have the dependency syndrome and you just want to depend on everything for someone else to do for you. I'm tired of being tired, and I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And this is why we have created such a media advancement, if you want to call it, in the world of one ecosystem, where you're seeing so many shows being produced, where we're having this conversation. Because friends, we are a real living organization that is across the globe in over 100 countries. I was listening to a team from Vietnam speaking this morning. It was nighttime for them, but it was this morning for us. And they were speaking and they were sharing with us what is happening in their country, all the merchants that they have that's accepting the one ecosystem currency as a method of payment. Do you have any of the one ecosystem currency? Do you know what the one ecosystem currency is? Is it a cryptocurrency? Absolutely. Is it a cryptocurrency on blockchain technology? Absolutely. Do you have a digital wallet? Would you be interested in one? One ecosystem can fix that for you. Join the one ecosystem. Get in contact with Sarah. Her number is 744-5503. Set up an appointment. Come meet us in our office in Center of Excellence. Meet one of the existing one ecosystem IMAs, an independent marketing associate. Just position yourself with someone. They have to.
Yes, yes.
They have to.
And great things are taking place in our world. You know, we are living in unprecedented times.
Yes, sir.
The technology is advancing at such a rate, people. You know, you really need to pay attention because there are a lot of people suffering out there. A lot of people unemployed, underemployed, contract labor. You know, we have the trade unions, you know, opposing the governments and the policies.
Yes.
Lack of trust, you know, plans, decisions falling through. The economy is in shambles, and we're telling you straight up.
Yes.
You know,
no hiding.
Few months down the road, this year, Trinidad and Tobago is in trouble. Great, great, great trouble. So buckle your seatbelt. You know, buckle your seatbelt and, you know, position yourself. It's going to be a rough ride. Seriously, it's going to be a rough ride. And as King is alluding to the cryptocurrency, you have to get some form of cryptocurrency. You have to get some kind of digital asset in your portfolio because this thing brings about trust, it brings about transparency, it brings about the ease of doing business. It is highly secure on the blockchain. You have to position yourself. What's the difference with our ecosystem? Our ecosystem has know your customer encrypted on the blockchain.
Yes, sir.
We have anti-money laundering encrypted on the blockchain. We have education on the world of finance, the world of Forex, the legal aspects, all the regulatory frameworks when it comes to regulating cryptocurrency, how it differs in various countries, how different countries are accepting crypto. We have education about blockchain technology, critical, because this is revolutionizing not only money, but we're talking about medicine, agriculture, real estate, music, transportation, you name it. You know, you name it. You can go on and on and on and on. And what we are saying with our ecosystem is that we have mass usability.
Correct.
You can use your OneCoins in our ecosystem to purchase products and services in 196 plus countries of the world. Even right here in Trinidad, people are buying houses, they are buying lands, they are buying vehicles, they're getting health products, they're getting even some grocery items, you know, a massage done. I mean, we could go on and on, King, about the usability of our coin. It's a fantastic opportunity.
I think it's very important what you said there about purchasing or getting or obtaining other cryptocurrencies. My thing about it is, that's not a problem. It's 8,000 of them for you to choose. So are some possible, not good, could fall by the wayside, could be a scam? Of course, there's no argument there. But the question is, who's bringing you this information and who has the valuable solution for you? And I believe with all confidence that is us. So when I'm hearing Brother Noel speaking there and he's going on such a tremendous soliloquy, I'm thinking to myself, it's been a long, long time coming. Change gonna come. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, yes, it is. And that change is here, friends. That change is here, friends. No longer is it going to just come, but it's here. And we're going to wrap up after these messages, when we're going to touch more base with you on that change that's here, that you have to participate in. Been a long time coming. Change gonna come.
Yeah.
Get started now. Get started with your One Academy package. Get started with your starter package. It's only $1,600 TT dollars. Get your financial education from the One Academy. Although it's a beginner package, the information you're going to get from your One Academy starter package, you would have more knowledge than 90% of the world's population on finance for just $1,600 TT. Let's create a revolution. Let's spread the epidemic of our One Academy, One Life. Get it today.
This is Full 100, an all-natural herbal dietary supplement formulated exclusively for men. Our proprietary blend was designed with one goal in mind: to improve your overall health, rejuvenating your vitality, energy, strength, and libido. Want to be at your peak performance in everything you do? Then get Full 100. Fast-acting, long-lasting, with no side effects.
Oh my God.
Do you know? What am I speaking about? Do you know what is cryptocurrency? Do you know what is blockchain technology? Are you aware of what we currently face on a regular basis with quantitative easing, fractional reserve lending? Do you know? I am inviting you to come out of the financial darkness and into financial light. The only way for us to achieve that is with education. And one particular type of education is what I'm speaking about. I'm asking you to join the One Academy. It is a financial revolution of teaching regarding introduction to finance, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, helping you understand the world of money and what is money. What is money? Money is simple. It is what we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. If you want full comprehension, join the One Academy. Oh, yes it is, friends. Yes it is. As we speak about this change that's here, this change has been a long time coming, friends. We are excited to know that we are part of it. We are part of the answer and the solution that has been being sought after for such a long time. It is amazing to me what we have put up with, and I think it escapes individuals the understanding that we never, and I want to say this again, never, I want you to say in your mind, never have we ever had a solution or option or opportunity outside of the traditional financial system. We have never had it until 2008, when that barrier was broken and an opportunity for people to have a say in what they want currency to be, what they want money to be. And if enough of us choose to learn, come together, we could level the playing field. And that is what's so important, leveling the playing field. Right now, the playing field is not level. I saw a message just now about this Sudan. I believe that's the message I saw. Something there about the rate is something ridiculous. And I'm thinking to myself, the Africa continent. I had a privilege of visiting 2 places thus far in Africa, Chad and Uganda. And CFA and shilling, Ugandan shilling, and CFA from Chad, their buying power of that currency to the US dollar, one is in the thousands, the other one is in the hundreds. And I'm saying to myself, here's a nation that creates, owns, have so much value, but their currency is next to nothing. What causes that? The change has come for that. And the level playing field is here. And if those countries, starting with my country, Trinidad and Tobago, decide to wake up and decide to participate in learning and not being pushed around by these first world nations because they name first world, we could create a different concept. So many people are so scared. Oh, you really feel you could do something? Listen, the way this entire world started, one person created a change. One person made a move. It was one family. It was one father that sat with his 5 sons, and they were able to grow to where they are today. So why we can't grow to become something epic, something that's dominating, something that is global, as we currently are? But we need more believers, more people that's willing to understand, more people that's willing to get involved, actively learning and putting to practice what they learn, most importantly. This is who we are. This is what we're about. This is the Beyond 2021, the show presented by One Ecosystem, independent marketing associates, people just like you, friends, that just decided we were sick and tired of being sick and tired. And we took a look and we haven't looked back. We took a smell of that change. We saw that change. We're participating in the change, and we are seeking to have others open up their mind and their understanding and participate in this change too. You cannot. You know what made me a little sick today? I had to go to the credit card center to pick up a new card because the ATM ate my credit card. And walking by, you know, the bank closed at 2. I was there about 1:47, and walking by, the bank line was out the door, around the corner of the block. And I'm saying to myself, this day and age, this could ever be right? With the speed of technology, the speed of the transfer of information, when it comes to the currency, that can't have speed? No, friends. We are in the age of digital, but we just don't want digital. We want digital with blockchain. We want cryptograph digital. We want transparency digital. I'm watching, there's a line for the ATM as well. So there's a line to go in the bank to do business, and there's a line for the ATM. When the ATM came out, people were scared. Now people live by the ATM. It's a custom, it's a normal thing. They don't mind going to stick their card. My thing, friend, my whole plea to you is don't be stuck. Don't be one of the persons around the subject. So when I go back to the barbershop, I'm going to go and talk to them so aggressive the next time I visit, because I'm going to ask them, because they want to have a child, the next one is dabbling in that area. I'm going to ask them, you think it's right? How could you, 10, 15 years from now, you don't have one coin? You don't have not one? Not one? Come now, man. Not one? How could you explain to your child, if you're watching this program and you don't join this One Ecosystem, and this One Ecosystem becomes the household name that is destined to be, I am asking you, what conversation would you be having with your loved ones and the little ones at that time? When they turn around and say to you, you knew about that? Are you going to be honest in your answer? These are the questions that only you can answer, friends. And we just want to suggest to you, be honest with yourself from now. Decide that change has come this evening, change has come tonight, and you're going to get up, shake up, and make that change. Make it happen. You're going to do something. That's
King,
what they have to do.
You know, 7 o'clock this morning, a couple called me, and they were rejoicing because they got transferred a significant amount of one coins. They were so happy, they were so excited. 7 o'clock in the morning.
That's performance.
We are changing lives, people. We are changing lives, and this is an inevitable technology.
Yes.
It is a must-happen thing, and we are beseeching you.
Yes, brethren.
To get involved with this.
Yes.
Because you need this. The world is suffering. You are suffering. We need for you to get on board. Change is happening, and it's either you go to the change or you wait for the change to come to you. If you wait for the change to come to you, you'll end up just being an end user, exercising your fingers, and at the same time, losing on wealth creation. It's a serious conversation that we're having with you, and we know that most of you, not most of you, but some of you out there, you are aware of what is happening, you understand what is going on in our present financial system, the exploitation.
Correct is right.
The robbery, the rape, left, right, and center. And you know that there's necessity for a change.
Absolutely.
So we are asking you, we are urging you to join us. This is a powerful ecosystem.
Yes.
We are doing something. You know what? We are so privileged now. We have the opportunity here now, King,
Yes.
to be pioneers.
Brother Noel,
In a financial revolution.
your
Pioneers,
closing
yes.
remarks.
Yes,
because
this is my closing
your
remarks.
closing remarks, because
Yes.
I could see you getting excited,
Yeah.
and you're starting to excite me.
Yeah.
And I know the show is over.
Yeah.
I know the show is.
Oh, yes,
I know the show has come to an end. I know. And we're gonna leave them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you guys with the facts. The facts is that this is beyond 2021, and it's the time for you to do something. That's why we start off the show with do something, because we know we are doing something, and here's your chance to join us to do something. Join us, become part of us, and let's build a bright future right here in Trinidad and Tobago, and in extension, the Caribbean and the wider regions of the world. We all about one ecosystem, because we know one ecosystem adds more to life. This is your humble servant, King Jayms, along with my co-host, Brother Noel Emmanuel Jack, wishing you a very successful night and a tremendous week and weekend to come. One's out, guys. One's out.
Yes.
One ecosystem, you know them. We not frightened for nobody, but we respect everybody, and we better than everybody. So we will run with anybody. No fear, no better than we. No kind, no better than we. Step on me one and say, one ecosystem to the world, you say. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not talking. One ecosystem will do something, do something, do something, do something, uno do something, do something. I'm not bag of lip chasing. Aye.